Hi, this is Mrs. Race, and today I will go over how to do the first reading of a close reading. First, I've opened my document in Adobe Acrobat Reader. This will allow me to annotate the text as I read it, and you can always refer back to the instructions on my website about how to annotate a text and how to use Adobe Acrobat Reader to do it. If you recall, when we looked at our infographic about how to do a close reading, the first thing we have to do is read for understanding. And as I begin to read the article, I believe the first sentence is the main idea or main point of the article. So I want to underline that, and I do that by clicking on the underline option, and I just drag it like that. And I go back up here, and that is my main idea. Now don't forget to write your notes on the right side of the margin. That's what we do for the first read. We always use the right side of the margin, so I'll type in main idea. As I continue to read the article, I notice this really interesting text here. Our subheading, trans fats linked to 500,000 deaths worldwide. Well, to me, that is really surprising. So I want to make sure that I note that by adding an exclamation mark. So I can do that like that. Another option, if you don't want to use the exclamation mark because you feel like you will miss it, you can always use a check mark, and you click on that and add it here, and you can make that as big as you need to so it draws attention. As I continue, I notice that it says that officials think it can be done in 5 years because the work is well underway in many countries. So I can put a check mark next to that as well. I also want to include a reason why I gave it a check. So in the margin, in the right margin, I will type other countries have done this. And as I continue to read, and I look for important information or surprising information, I also want to make sure that I understand all the words. And I've noticed that there is a word here that is unfamiliar. It is unprecedented. So I will circle it like this, so I know that I need to define that in the right margin. You'll see that I've also included a typed out definition that I came up with in my own words through the context clues. And as I finish up reading the article for the first time, I do have a few questions that came to mind, like how will they enforce the rule? And what does this mean for the food companies? And should people have a choice about this? So to wrap up how to do a first reading, you're reading for understanding. You are looking for unfamiliar vocabulary words and trying to define those. You're looking for interesting facts and, of course, the main idea. And you note those in your right margin. Thanks. Hope this helps.